You're listening to this episode on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and leave us a comment. It would greatly benefit the show.
Welcome to Movie Baders with the Farx brothers. I'm Kyle.
I'm Kirk.
I'm Nick.
I'm Ben.
Full Farx Force. And we are here with, are you of some acclaim now, Movie Man T?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I'm just grinding it out like a lower level.
But we have one thing in common. Much like Ray Fiends, we are all hanging dong right now.
True.
Yeah.
Here in the Bone Temple.
That is what Nick calls it.
Yeah.
I am now going
Sounds
to
expressed.
You're getting relabeled in my phone, or this address is getting called Bone Temple.
Oh, what was it before?
Well, it's labeled as Nick's house right now.
Oh,
I had like a starred place, but now it's going to be Nick's house, Bone Temple.
I had a nickname for it before.
Uh-huh.
What was it?
You'll have to cut it out, though.
All right.
And then everyone can guess what it was.
Yeah.
That's
that's
all right,
great.
so you can cut in back here. That's like similar to what Clint Eastwood called Beast when he directed
That's
him.
too much of a clue. People are going to guess it.
Nah,
now.
you'd have to go through so much work, and he doesn't know what I'm talking about because he's in Siege number 2 or whatever it's called.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing non-spoilers for Bone Temple. Yeah? No?
Yeah, what
That's
you
the
wanna
thing
start,
we're doing? Okay. We all liked it, so this isn't a review show, we're a bait show with Upper Midwest filmmakers, which we are. You can't see Nick, but believe it. And you guys are...
Did you guys like the tone change from 1 to 2? I mean, this is technically 3 to 4, right?
Yeah,
sure.
overall. But yeah, from if we're just talking 28 years.
Yeah.
What tone change did you
I
pick
felt
up
like
on?
the 28 years later was a lot more serious. This one felt a little cartoony. It went a little
Maybe with
too
like
far.
the music, the
Yeah.
needle drops, and the
bright colors.
the cult
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sure, I guess I could see that being a tone. I mean, there's a little bit. I don't feel like the tone overall changed, but they had a little bit more of dark humor, I guess. I mean, because I feel like all the humor with those particular characters is dark by default because of what they do.
It is kind of funny how a lot of like American fans and moviegoers have been dressing up as the gang characters, considering who they are all dressed up as.
Yeah, Jimmy Savile, who's like the Jeffrey Epstein of England or whatever.
Oh, I didn't catch
Yes.
that.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
it was Jimmy Savile. He was a television presenter and philanthropist.
And pedophile, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a pedophile.
Noted pedophile, yeah.
But crucially, and I ended up confirming this by looking at an interview with Jack O'Connell. The outbreak of the rage virus occurs before all of those allegations came to light. So, in the memory of those who are old enough in Britain, they think they must see this gang and think, "Oh, what a shame that they're besmirching the name of such a great guy like Jimmy Savile."
Gross. Well, I guess we could argue about, debate, what the movie is trying to tell us about that.
Oh, wait, let's go back to the tone because we didn't finish that. You don't think the tone changed?
I don't think the tone matched between what was sold at the end of 28 years later, 28 chapter 3 or whatever we're calling it. It was like, hey, look how this goofy, silly thing happens. And then I read about the Jimmy Savile thing because I obviously didn't grow up in England. I don't know if it's obvious. Give me a cup of tea, governor.
I had a phase where I was something of a Teeaboo, so I know.
What the hell is a Teeaboo?
Yeah.
It's like a weeaboo, but for England.
Oh. Why tea? Is that what the
Because they
famous
like
for?
tea.
Not fish and chips?
A Teeaboo instead of a weeaboo.
Yes, because, well, you pick tea because then it rhymes.
Oh.
I'm explaining how things work.
No, thank you.
Oh, that's great.
Well, there's lots of Anglophiles out there. I had a niece who spoke with a British accent for like a little too long, but then she stopped, and that was nice. No,
What's a little too long?
like a whole summer.
That's
Why?
3 months. That's not
Because
that
she
long.
saw YouTubers that spoke in British accents, so she.
Yeah, it was so like his most famous TV show was called Jim'll Fix It.
Jimmy Savile,
Jimmy
not my
Savile.
niece.
And it was about, or it was basically someone would have a wish. Someone would write to Jim, "Dear Jim, will you fix it for me?" So, and so I can be in an episode of Doctor Who or whatever, and then he'd do it. He was kind of. It
was Make-A-Wish. It was British Make-A-Wish.
Well, yeah, except it was not for like sick people.
Oh.
He was like the British Mr. Rogers, I've heard, right?
Yeah, with
In a
also
sense.
also a British Mr. Beast kind of.
Yeah.
A crap ton of money.
And in that it also wouldn't surprise me if it came to light that Mr. Beast was a pedophile. I'm not saying he is. I'm saying it
You heard it
wouldn't
here
surprise me. Like, I wouldn't be that surprised.
This will definitely help us with our
Call me Mr. Beast of you.
movie man. T, your
I am
thoughts?
not accusing him of anything. just saying.
Just openly speculating. Would it be funny if the most successful YouTuber was a pedophile, like how Jimmy Savile is, because we're talking about Bone Temple? Taylor, how's it going? I'm sorry. Movie Man T, how's it going?
It's going
Who,
good.
again, I must remind you, in the universe of like 28 days, weeks, years later, his reputation is still sterling because
Jimmy Savile, not Movie Man T.
because rather than dying peacefully and then having all of his crimes brought to light, he probably had his skull pulled out of his head, and everyone still thinks he was a swell guy when they think of him at all, which probably isn't much.
Yeah, I don't think about like Johnny Carson much, especially during crises. Movie Man T, how do you feel about tonal shifts, dear? Per my dear brother Kirkland Farx's.
Yeah, I could see where some of the tones change, but the big difference is the filming aspect. You can definitely tell that.
Did they not shoot this on iPhones?
I was wondering, I was going to ask you that last night, because there are a couple shots where they're running, like you see in the first one, where it looks like it's the iPhone, but it looks like she did a lot differently without them.
I think they shot this on Alexa 35, I believe.
But they shot
because there's a lot of wide shot. There's more wide shots in this movie.
That, and also just like, I'm surprised how good 28 years later looked, considering I wouldn't have guessed it was iPhones, but I believe I read this one was Alexa 35. So it's the first movie in the franchise to be shot on a real movie camera.
Oh yeah, because they shot all the other ones on like
Canon XL1, I think, for like the first one, I believe, and then HDV, I think, for weeks, whatever, is DV tape, but like borderline HD.
Is there a month entry, like a comic book or a story, or?
I don't believe they ever did anything.
They tried writing months, and then that got scrapped. And then Garland's like, "Oh, it's been way too many years now. We'll just go 28 years." Yeah, because the original plan was months.
Okay.
28 fortnights.
That does raise questions as far as some of the things I question, and I guess. I watched 28 years, the first 28 years, for the first time just a few days before seeing Bone Temple. So they're like one movie in my head that I just saw. So I might mix up details, but some of the stuff, it might have been one or the other, or maybe both. I'm kind of thinking, why did it take 28 years to figure out? In this case, 28 years to have to realize that a pregnant infected female can give birth to a non-infected. Oh, this is.
Well, that's a spoiler for
yeah,
28 years.
exactly. Yeah,
we're going to spoil 28 years later. If you're watching, this is non-spoilers for Bone Temple.
Or
non-spoilers.
Well, we don't know what happened to the rest of the world, right? Weren't they quarantined to just that area? That's why
the rest of the world is fine.
On,
the rage virus was contained to these islands,
which pretty much wipes out weeks. They retconned weeks.
Yeah, because weeks. I think didn't weeks end? It was like it's spreading to Paris. Yeah.
Oh, it's spread, but they don't include that in the canon anymore because weeks is not love.
Maybe they contained that outbreak and now.
That is a way to potentially. They'll write about it in a month. So, do we want to do the Bone Temple or 2025's 28 years later?
What you mean, like which is better?
Which one's better? Yeah.
Why'd you
And
phrase it so weird?
I don't know.
Because I'm bad at this.
Which one is a better
My
movie?
temple's boned right now. What?
28
I can
years
tell
later.
you which one had better release timing, and it was 28 years later.
Oh,
Like,
'cause
why
it's
did
not
they?
January? It's
Yeah,
not
why'd they
Dumpuary?
drop this in January?
Because it's a great horror movie in January. We always get great horror movies in January. If you're a horror fan, you look forward to January because it's like, oh, good, something will come out that will be great. That's how I look at January.
I mean, I had fun last night. Primate into Bone Temple.
Oh, I really want to watch Primate. Should I see Primate
Yeah,
in the theater?
yeah.
I almost did, and instead I met a colleague and discussed current events. So I owe myself seeing Primate. Do you want to weigh in on which is one's better or worse?
Yeah, I said it when you guys were talking. 28 years later.
You're gonna go to. I'm
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. Movie Man Tay Tay, TT Tay. Which one are you gonna go with?
Part 1.
You're gonna go part 1.
Well, yeah, I think you tend to say part 1 when like part 2 of what's supposed to be a trilogy comes out, but you don't have part 3 yet. So it's just kind of the lopped up off middle at that point. It's like how when Empire Strikes Back came out, the consensus was that it wasn't as good as Star Wars, and like people didn't love it as much, at least not right away. And like another thing with 28 years later is that it had been a while. Like it had been like a long time since I had seen anything from this franchise.
Like Avatar 2 to Avatar 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this one, you know, it's part 2 of it, and you know, it's part 2 of a good thing, and is a good thing in itself. But yeah,
I'm going to be arguing for Bone Temple over 28 years later, only because I'm cooler than you guys, and also a couple of the arguments I'll make is that culmination of storylines, like how it relates to this subgenre of movie within horror. It's not exactly a zombie movie because they're not zombies; they're rage virus havers.
Yeah, but they do mention the word zombie, though. They do bring it up.
Okay, so yeah, so we're willing to call this related to the subgenre of zombie movies.
sometimes demons.
Sometimes demons. Yes, there are other things in this that I like, and that like I don't know how they play with the zombie canon and how they played with canon of characters introduced. In fact, just every character related to this franchise that's still worth anything. I think this one's better.
Do you feel like it makes the world smaller, though? Because technically they still take place in the same general area. It doesn't go anywhere new.
Honestly, it makes the world feel bigger to see how much can be played with within just this small space. Because wait until they go back to London or something in the third one, or if they make a fourth.
Would they go back to London in the third one? Why would they go to London?
Well, obviously we shouldn't talk about spoilers for this movie and what happens at the end. But do you want to weigh? Are you Bone Temple or 28? Like, which one's better?
I mean,
Come to Bone Temple with me, baby.
I get. It's so close. Like it's gonna depend. My opinion could change from day to day on it right now until maybe more time passes. I could say Bone Temple right now.
Okay.
Alright.
On that temple.
2 for
You've been taking your testosterone, and so you got like, yeah, Bone Temple, baby.
I mean, like I like the tone departures. You know, I wasn't expecting them. I guess maybe that's why.
It very much assumes you've already seen 28 years later.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
So you're saying this movie doesn't work on its own because it's just going, hey, you had to have seen last year's movie.
Yeah, you definitely have to see 28 years
They
later.
can definitely stand on their own without 28 days, though, I think.
Yeah.
What's that?
The 28 years movies.
Yeah,
like,
you don't need 28 days.
does Bone Temple work without the first one? Or does it work without Danny Boyle's movie from last year?
Yeah.
And does it work without the first two?
It works without I think it works without the. Well, you could with minor adjustments you could make 20. I'm just going to call it 28-1, 28-1
and 28-2. Yeah.
But I'll call Bone Temple because it's got a subtitle. But 28-1, I think with just a slight adjustment to like it maybe explain what happened, how long. Well, they kind of do anyway. They kind of have
You know when this is taking place in relation to the last
I mean, the cold open, it does take place like back, you don't, and you it's not like you know that much more about the virus in 28 days. I mean, you see the activists like letting the monkeys out or whatever, and then it just jumps ahead and here's a virus, and everything's fucked. So it's not. I mean, it won't need that much more backstory to try to bring people up to speed. I don't think.
I often think about that opening scene of 28 Days Later and how everything could have been stopped if the scientist had just like explained himself better and not just looked with an ominous face and said rage. You could say, "This is a deadly virus. It's bad news if you let that out. You can be against what we do, but I'm telling you, don't let these monkeys out."
Yeah, but then it wouldn't be a movie or a franchise.
Yeah, then there wouldn't be a movie, but still.
I mean, that's always the argument, right?
Like,
wouldn't it have been great if then it was just a slideshow about conservation?
Fine, kill me for what I did to these monkeys. Just don't let the monkeys out.
Why is this called Bone Temple? And I realize we're not in.
What do you? Is
not
it?
spoilers.
Does he refer to it Bone Temple in the first?
Yeah, I think even in 28.1, it's well.
Because the ossuary is a bone temple.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is this one of Ray Fiennes' best performances? Like, is this in the?
I was gonna bring that up.
I don't know.
I'll pretend you did. You're the host now. You ask. Get them to answer.
It doesn't top Grand Budapest. That role's just unreal.
I just rewatched that not long ago, and I prefer this. I think it's more daring.
Oh, it truly is, yeah.
Because of the dong.
Yeah, it's all about the dong.
It's a lot of dong.
Yeah, he's really compelling and magnetic in this. Like
Voldemort? You're not gonna say Voldemort over this? You're not lame like that.
No.
He's a Teeaboo, not a wizard head or whatever they call it. Yeah.
I stopped reading. I stopped reading the Harry Potter books midway through the fifth book. Like when they came out. So before she changed her personality to make everything about talking more about trans people than trans people.
Podcast. I don't know what you're talking about.
She did what?
He's talking about J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, no, but what
even before that, I was like, I put it down thinking I'd get back to it, and then I just never did because I never felt like it.
Okay.
And then I watched the last three stories in book form, and I realized, oh yeah, the later Harry Potter books stink.
How do you think that relates to 28 Days Later? Because 28 Days Later was coming out around the time America was getting hip to the Potter.
What?
Yeah, because 2002.
Yeah, I just don't understand where this is going.
It was the same. Yeah, it was the same.
Could you imagine that? They stop it too, and you'll never know what happens.
It was a year of Cillian Murphy because he was also Scarecrow that year. That was 2005, right?
Again?
That was 2005 when he's Scarecrow. 2002 is when he's in 28 Days Later. So there's some time between these things.
Was it? I thought 28 Days Later was like 2004 or 2005. I don't know.
No, it's 2002.
It was two.
It must have been that's when I saw it.
Because people talked about it.
Because I saw it at home.
And Weeks is 2007.
Yeah, but 2002 when it comes out, it's right after 9/11. And so
that delayed it, right? I believe.
Did it? Oh, it was supposed to come out in 2001, but they were we can't release this.
I think they pushed it back.
But then other people were like, "Oh, this is great because it's like."
So, in addition to the outing of Jimmy Savile, I would guess that in the universe of the rage virus outbreak, 9/11 never happened either.
Wow.
No,
they stopped 9/11 from happening.
Well, 9/11 could have happened, but America, I'm sorry, something bigger is going on. That might have been because there were only 3,000 in the United States that died, and how many died during the rage virus?
I feel as though there'd be a butterfly effect there because it would certainly affect air travel, and
let's get to the
terrorists are like.
Wow. Gotta keep going.
Gotta cut that out too.
I don't even know what accent you were trying.
They had their whole plan. They finished their flight training, and then the virus hits.
Can we cut that out too? Because we're gonna have a hard cut just to us laughing. Yeah.
I think I know the accent you're doing.
Samson shambles up and goes, "That's racist."
Oh man.
Then he swings his dong around, slaps Nick in the face. And it's like, good. Now he'll learn because he got hit in the face.
I think
that's what racist learns when you hit him in the face
with a big dick. No,
with a big dick.
No, I think it would only be racist if I was speculating on terrorism that didn't actually happen and assuming it was going to be a certain people. We know who it was. So I'm just,
We're gonna stop with the accents.
Hey,
Yeah.
On our siege episode, we talked about how us lobbing cruise missiles over there.
Yeah, but nobody made accents.
Where the terrorists? What? Sorry.
Nobody said it in a different accent.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, we're gonna launch that missile into a place I can't name, and they probably said something worse than that, and we're gonna turn the sand into glass. And I sound like an American, didn't I?
Yeah, I think
Nice.
you really ruined the joke. Yeah.
You are welcome.
Shall we
Don
move
Apple.
into spoilers?
Did we hit our time?
More or less, yeah.
pause these.
Wait. Okay, there are actual things that I wanted to talk about with this movie. Okay, Nia DaCosta, did she redeem herself as a director?
From what?
I would say so.
I didn't watch Hida. That's my fault.
Wait, what?
I haven't watched that yet either.
Because she directed the Marvels, and you and I did not like Candyman.
Yeah, I
Are you
warmed
saying
up.
because she sucked at that movie, she shouldn't get
I
another
didn't
chance?
say she sucked. I like the Marvels.
You said redeemed herself.
Well, yeah, but she could have been in director's jail after directing one of the least successful Marvel movies.
Did you see her Reddit AMA for that? She said she used it to pay her student loans.
Good.
She made a lot
Probably
of
taken
money,
away
yeah.
from her, and she didn't get to decide what was in it.
Yeah, she said there was studio interference galore for that movie, as you can tell watching
Also,
that movie.
it's sad because of her. It's because people don't like Brie Larson.
I know.
They don't like women either. So I mean,
It's,
we can make
Well,
an
there's
argument
that, but the
for-
movie you can tell is a connected
is-
mess.
yeah.
Is there like a broad dislike of Brie Larson? Because like I feel like
Yeah,
that is just
definitely.
like a.
I feel like that's faded away, though.
I thought that was like a terminally online person thing.
Yeah, a bunch of online people do not like Brie Larson.
Well, yeah, but if you go up to if you went up to 5 normal dudes and were like, "Hey, do you know who Brie Larson is?" Like maybe 2 of them would know who she is, and of those 2, they would be like, "Well, I don't dislike her," but they'd probably be like, "Ben, like I'm aware of the online stuff."
Yeah, but I'm just saying that also affects box office, word of mouth, and hearing
Sure, and
the movie doesn't.
notice how she hasn't been leading any other movies lately. Sorry,
Yeah.
where you're catching strays on the Bone Temple. You would be great maybe in the third, whatever they call it, 28.
I did not know it was her who directed the Marvels.
Oh, yeah. Nia DaCosta.
I'm not sure it would even be fair to say anybody directed the Marvels.
Come on. You had a good time at that movie, I thought.
It was not the worst film I've ever seen. That's about the.
I think you were there with
I
the
think
older
that
daughter.
there was one. There was one good scene in it. It was the one with the cats.
The
And
cat scene is great.
The cat scene was great.
everything in every other respect, it was an absolute mess. And like, there was a director in the sense that somebody needed to sit in the chair, and like she got paid for it, which is great.
Paid off her student loans, as we've...
And like any problems I had with that film, I obviously don't put on the director, because
You blame
she
Kevin.
has demonstrated elsewhere, including with this film that we are discussing right now,
All right, yeah.
that she is a capable filmmaker.
What
So-
about this film specifically proves she's capable as a director? Sorry, I know we were trying to wrap it up, but...
Yeah,
In
this
terms-
is why I say more or less. Because
in-
when
in
I always
term-
try to end it, it never
in
ends.
terms of direction, I think
Get off.
Like zombies.
I'm walking off the show.
I think the way it
Finish
holds.
this up.
Oh, did we cut?
He's got to go to the bathroom. No, he's not cutting. He's going to the bathroom. You can continue.
The way it holds together, despite being a clear midpoint film. Second of all, I can't be specific without discussing spoilers for certain scenes.
Oh, sure. So we
But
won't
there
do
were
that.
visually impressive scenes, and I'm thinking of one in particular that was quite fun and inventive. So
Since you're not on camera, do you specifically want to weigh in on any specific thing that you thought was unique or good about Bone Temple that would speak to Nia DaCosta and why she's now the director to look out for franchise fare going forward? This was me vamping while you collected your thoughts.
It's hard to call out. I mean, like it felt. I guess I can't say any specifics right now. I mean, it's been like not even 24 hours since. But no, I mean, the direction felt pretty like fresh to me.
Cool.
Same as the. I mean, it is distinct from 28.1, but like 28.1, it felt like it was showing me something I hadn't seen. Like, I mean, the stories, like, yeah, overall it's familiar, but like the details of like the people that we'll talk more about, I think, in spoilers, and stuff like that. It's different, and you got a zombie guy with a huge cock, so like that's
definitely
different.
Movie Man T, we throw the final word to you to bring us on out of non-spoilers. Tease us for what we're going to talk about in spoilers, so the audience is just titillated with excitement to come back for spoilers.
Well, it'd be lots of dongs, lots of bones, and lots of morphine, let me tell you.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining us for non-spoilers. We'll catch you in spoilers. Bye. Thank you for listening. For more JK Productions, find us on Instagram at JK Productions Team and on Facebook, JK Productions MN.